Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. As you guys can see by the thumbnail, we managed to get an $18,000 trade to allow us to pass our second 50k FTMO challenge. So it's been a roller coaster these couple of days with this specific challenge. I've been so close to passing this challenge on numerous occasions, um, but it just wasn't meant to be, man. Yeah, so I just want to share with you guys a quick video on why I took this trade, and just to give you guys an indication where my mindset was with taking this trade and my analysis on this. But anyway, I hope everyone is good. It's December. I hope you guys are good. There has been very good opportunities to trade in this market. It has been up and down as expected with December, but I think the consensus would be that there has been very good setups this December. So yeah, we trade what we see, and then we take it from there, and then let the market do its thing, right? So please welcome back to the channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I have been away. I have skipped a week or two with making a video, but please excuse me, man. It has been busy. So yeah, let's get right into this. So I'm just gonna bring to the screen the trade. That's the trade that I took. As you can see, I was on 49,000 and I managed to get the 18.5 on this trade. So I'll just bring that back once we go through the trade. So what I want to show you guys on the challenge section, as you can see, I had little to zero drawdown on my FTMO challenge, as you can see here. So we went up all the way to around $54,500. As you can see, we just needed about $500, just 1%, just to pass this challenge, and that would have been like what, after a few days, but it wasn't meant to be. So yeah, we've then obviously took some hits with some losses, and then we got back down to break even, and then we got slightly in drawdown here, and then we've got this huge trade. It took me about 17 days to pass this challenge. I was close to passing it here. I think this was on the third or fourth day. I'm not too sure. I just need to check. But nevertheless, so it took us about 17 days to pass the challenge. We came close to the max daily loss, and then obviously halfway through the max loss. So that's the profit overall, and that's just FTMO telling me that I've passed and met all the criteria. So yeah, let's get into this. As you can see over here, this was the first few days. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So yeah, almost in 7 days I nearly passed this challenge. I just needed around this time, I needed around that $500, but then things just took a turn. We had two losing days, and then we had a nice big win with a nice 10 lot there. Then as you can see there, we took another losing day, and then our wins just became slightly smaller, and we took another big loss, and then we managed to get to break even around this point, just above break even. And then this was the trade that took us to 49,000, and then this was the winner, the 18,365. That was the winning trade. As you can see, um, average profit, average loss, risk to reward is 0.85. The profit expectancy is about $80 more or less per trade, I think, on the lots. And we have a 70% win rate and a profit factor of 2.07. So yeah, as you can see, that's that wins, that losses over there. So I've been mostly trading EURJPY on this account. And I'll explain to you guys why. So if we just go, I'm just gonna analyze this chart with you guys just to give you an indication about what I saw the market doing. So obviously you guys can see that we are bullish, right? In a strong bullish trend. Sorry, strong bullish trend, as you guys can see. So what I saw on this, as you can see, so we've got the resistance and the resistance, right? So we've come in and retested as support, but then we had a failure to make another higher high on this area, and we closed in a doji candle. What happened after the doji candle? We broke below that resistance area, the support which was here, resistance support. We broke below the support area, so now it becomes a resistance support, resistance. So we had a retest there, and then I was expecting a drop. So to be honest with you guys, I just want to show you, before this trade I was in this trade. As you can see, I was taking sells here. I was in this trade, and as you can see, I closed these trades because the market was gonna, I was gonna risk the, where's this? I was gonna risk the max daily loss, and I had to take the hits to close these trades before I exceed that. But what I want to show you guys, it was this one trade. I just want to show you guys. It was this one trade. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. So it was this trade over here. As you can see, I had a stop loss on this one, and a let me just see if I can I can't widen any of this here. Just wanted to show you. I had this trade because I still had an amount that I could lose for the day. So as you can see, this is the stop loss. I remember my stop loss being 145,500. So I had this trade running, and as you can see 229. So there was about 23 pip stop loss, 22 pip stop loss, and it hit my stop loss. So once this hit my stop loss, I looked at the market again because I could only risk this one trade to allow me the minimum drawdown rule. And once it did my stop loss, and the market obviously went against me, and then what had happened, let me show you guys, I'll show you now. So obviously this is what we analyzed on the weekly chart. So already I saw a break of structure, so we are bearish on the weekly time frame. All right, so if I go to the daily time frame, I think what, yeah, so if I go to the weekly time frame, I think I just want to go back a few days, or basically to that day. Let me just replay. That was when the break happened. Let me just see around this area. Let me do that. I think that's going to be better. So what we've got here, as you can see, resistance, right? You see right around there. So what I looked at is, because I saw that on the weekly time frame we were bearish, so on the daily I'm going to do the same thing. If I can start over here, I can see that we were bullish. We are still bullish because we didn't really break those highs. We made another low, and then we broke this high, so now we are bullish, right? But you can see the shift in structure. You can see the shift in structure. So now we are bearish, right? So what I was looking at, if I was looking at this resistance levels over here, and that which became support, but what I was waiting for was these levels, the 50 EMA acting as another level of resistance. So what I want to show you guys is these trades. You can see all of these. That's EURJPY. Here's EURJPY, as you can see. So these trades, these sells that I took, and these profits that I took, those are the profits that I took on, as you can see over here, all the EURJPY profits. Those are the ones that I took around this area. I was waiting for the market to come and retest the 50 EMA, which will then, for me, align up with this level of resistance. So I was hoping for it to come here. I caught some on this wick, then the market pushed through. So when I got this rejection over here, I caught some sells here again. So I was just trading EURJPY, waiting for this crash to come. Unexpectedly, when it would come, obviously we can only analyze as far as what we can do, what we can see. So I was waiting for this because I knew on the weekly we shifted to bearish. So now the market was just taking its time before it plays out, right? So then we got this stop hunt over here, and this is where I lost that funds which I showed you guys on the previous section, that I had to actually close my trades. I had to close this trades because I was holding this, and it didn't work out. I was gonna risk losing the challenge, so I could rather make the profits back than blow the challenge and lose my money. So that's what we got. So if we're looking on the daily, remember this is, yeah, the 19th. So what I saw is we were still bearish. We shifted bearish. You can clearly see the market bearish. So around this area, obviously you can see we're shifting bullish over here. We broke these high here. We closed slightly above the high. But remember, I was looking at from the weekly time frame as well. So we've got this section that tells us we are obviously um, bullish, as you can see the market structure showing you bullish momentum. We've got this area over here. So we've got support, broke through, retested as support, come and retested as resistance. When I saw this close on the daily, I was like, okay, cool. So this was basically a liquidity grab, a stop hunt over here because it's December as well. So what I was waiting for, I was waiting for a retest on this area. I was waiting for a retest on this area, as you guys can see. So I just want to remove this and then go to the 4 hour. So obviously on the 4 hour, this is what we got played out, right? You can clearly see these levels of support, resistance, support over there, resistance over there, support over there, broke through resistance. I was hoping for a retest around this area. So I took shells here, I got shells here. This was not the move that I expected. I expected a longer move all the way down. Market then broke these highs, which was here, formed over here. So what I was waiting for, I was waiting for a retest around these areas. So I'll show you guys the trade that I took. 145361 was my common area. 145361. I'll just show you guys. One four five three six one. I know I had a. I'll just need to. I cannot check on the terminal what my stop loss was because this was a screenshot. I have to go back. Because the 500 was my initial stop loss, and the 500 level obviously got slammed the first time. So when the market pulled back afterwards, just to show you guys one more time, this trade over here I'm talking about. So my entry was 145229. I had a stop loss at 145500. So when the market stopped me out on the trade, it obviously went further against me. I'll just show you guys. The market went further against you. So I just need to play this for you just to show you what I'm talking about. So I was waiting for a retest around this area. As you can see here, it's just like a mini type of head and shoulders pattern. Your left shoulder, head, right shoulder formation over here. So I was hoping for something like that to happen. So the first time, so yeah, I just need to go one back. There we go. I just want to do that. So the first time I was in this trade, as you can see over here, and I have a stop loss. I had a TP as well. So 145, 500, the initial trade. I'm just gonna move this one slightly this way. 361 was my area of interest, and then the other one, the other short I took, which was around this area, was 145229. And then I know 14500 was my stop. Alright, and then I had a TP of 1436 something. 143. Let's make it just 600. Let's call it 600. So that was my my initial trade. Oh man, what's happening here? 145, 500. That was the stop loss. Yes. So there we go. So now you guys can clearly see this was the first trade. When I saw this indecision candle or this red candle over here, this type of doji, around this area, which is, I'm showing you now, left head. Let's go over here, just to show you guys. Head. Yeah, as you guys can see. So I was hoping for something like this to happen the first time around. So when this happened, it took me out of the trade, right? Took me out of the trade. And then it's tricky to show you guys because this candle moved so fast afterwards. When it came back, I entered multiple trades because I knew, as you guys can see, I mean, we all as traders, if we do know that this was just a liquidity grab around this area over here. This would be your area. So we can also put in from this where the the bearish move basically started, from there to that low over here. You can see so the golden zone is around this area over here, and there's the 786 area which is there. So you can perfectly see 50% is here, there's 61.8%. So the golden zone is in that area where I took the sell. So I was hoping for this to happen the first time. It did not happen. This would have been, as you can see, 1 to 6. I was resting around 27 pips, so 1 to 6, I would have get around $1,500 off the one lot, which would have given me, take me above break even and into profit again. But that did not happen. So if we play, when the market pushed down, you can see clearly, you can see that over there. So my initial targets was around, I just want to see, I know my initial target was a 1, so I'm just gonna remove, okay, I want to remove that one. My initial target was this area around here, so over here. Obviously, because I don't always set TPs, you guys can see over here, sorry, you guys can see over here, I don't always set TPs, stop losses. There is a lot of times that I do set stop losses, and I've got my TPs over there. It just depends if I'm at the charts looking at the market, then that's fine. But as you can see, I do set stop losses. There is just trades that I'm in the market and I'm looking at it, and that I don't. You can see there's just scalps on original trades that's already on. So that's the way I would trade if I'm at my desk. So when this move happened, as you guys can see, based on this, I basically closed the trades around the 141,296 area. This is something I did not expect at all. The analysis played out. The move I did not predict at all. I was looking to get a 1 to 8, which would have been fine with me. 1 to 8 would have passed me the challenge in any case. I had, as you guys can see, just to show you, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Right, I had 6 1 lots on there, so basically a 6 lot if you want to call it that. And basically 6 lots, if we're looking at the pip count, it's around 114 pips, so that would have given me around 6,000 or so dollars. And as you can see, the reason why I'm showing you that is because I just needed around 6,000 something dollars just to pass the challenge to get me to 55,000. So that's the reason I targeted that area. But this move happened so quick that I just basically, when I looked again at 141,296, this is what the market gave us. 141,296. That's what the market gave us, and that's where I closed profits. That's where I basically closed profits, and that's where I passed the challenge. So just to show you again over here, we'll go here. That's basically where we passed the challenge. As you can see, we broke right through, and we passed the challenge. So now we are on the verification. We are on verification stage of this challenge. the we are also busy still on the FTMO live account. We are up. Profit split day is today, guys. Profit split is today. As you can see, we went up, went to break even, and we pushed up, and we gradually just getting on. So profit split is today. At the end of this day, they'll allow me to do a profit split at the end of this day. So we are now on verification for that, and we are currently running in profit. I think $477. As you can see, we are currently this trade is not closing. We are floating. I think we are floating around 320, and I have closed some trades already. I think, yeah, yesterday I closed this amount. So we are up with three lots, 100% win rate this far. And we are floating this 320 plus that they gives you this total over here, so around 1%. I'm holding this trade, hoping to capitalize on this trade to allow me to pass this verification as well. Anyway, so that's just basically why I took this trade. Guys can clearly see behind my analysis. So everybody thought EURJPY might be bullish, but I obviously saw break of structure over there. If you go to the daily, this was clearly a liquidity grab and a stop on. I was looking for the move to happen around this area. It did not happen around that area. It had a bigger pullback than what I anticipated. And I did take my losses around there. So just to tell you guys, I didn't guess any of this. That was my technical analysis. I did take the loss there. The move did not happen. When this daily closed like this, I was waiting for the pullback. And again, I took a loss. On that one trade, but in the second trade basically that gave me my profit. So basically, just to tell you guys, like you shouldn't stick to your buyers all the time. You should basically trade what you see, what the market shows you. But as long as the market didn't break above this levels over here, I was happy still to take shorts based on the break of structure on the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame was giving me a break of structure. The daily time frame was giving me that, and it was it just needed to test some highs again. Currently here, obviously this would have been a break, and you would have, if you were gonna be trade bullish this trade, um, you would have waited for that and then take your buy around this area to go higher. But obviously you can't take your buy around that area when you can clearly see the market broke up but broke back below. So instead of testing this highs over here, the left shoulder, it actually went basically further up to test this level here, and then it went down, you see. So yeah, that was just my analysis behind this trade. I hope it was informative and it could help you guys the way I analyze. So top down analysis is very important. We do weekly and then we go to daily. So what you can note is I tend to do is you can note to yourself like weekly within this. I was daily, obviously at the time the 4 hour was